Do you have a septic tank on your house, or are you buying a house with one? What does that entail, and what are the most important things we can do to ensure compliance and transfer of sale? What should we be doing?
Most counties or areas will require a septic compliance. In summertime, spring, summer, fall, generally it's not a big concern to do. It's, you got to have it pumped and also then have a certified inspector out to inspect it to make sure the drain field is good. The concern we're running into, or the problem we're running into right now, is it is wintertime here in Minnesota. So trying to get a septic compliance done in the winter, all of a sudden just added an extra probably $1,000 to a lot of the sellers' bills when they're doing this, because they have to unthaw the ground. So the septic inspector is able to get borings out of the ground. So we got to have defrosted ground and to run heat blankets or charcoal barrels to unthaw the frosted ground.
So if a seller has a septic system and they're planning on selling in the near future, how long are septic compliance notes good for?
So generally, inspection is good for 3 years. A new system compliance is good for 5. So if you're planning on selling in 2025, you're thinking of selling in 2026, get your septic compliance done if it hasn't been done in the last 3 years. A lot of times they say they inspect everything when they pump your tanks. So if you had your tanks pumped and we inspected it, but if it wasn't done by a certified inspector, we need to have that compliance, which does cost extra. That is what you need, not just the septic pumper saying, hey, everything looks good. So I have a lot of clients that will tell me, I just had them pumped and they said the septic, everything looked good. Yes, but we need to actually have it physically inspected by a licensed inspector.
Yeah, because the most common reason for septic non-compliance actually comes from soil separation of the drain field.
Yes.
So a lot of older septics, one may not be mounded, right? So a mounded septic will typically have more soil separation because it's built in for it. That doesn't mean if you're not mounded that you would be non-compliant.
Right.
Sometimes they do, but soil separations, essentially, guidelines have changed over the last 20, 30 years. Knowing that may be, well, hey, my septic's running fine, I have no issues, they said it was okay. Well, one, we need a full certification of it.
Yep.
Two, and mostly because of to test the drain field for soil separation.
Right. It's very rare I run into where the tanks are bad. They may be undersized because we've added bedrooms or bathrooms. That would change your tank size, but generally a septic fails because of drain field separation and the whole filtration.
So if you're looking to sell in the next few years and you have a septic tank, it's always good to be able to get that done up front before you even start the process, and also in the summertime where it'll be actually cheaper and easier to do.
Yes.